Again, so here we are at number 32. Here we are, 32 Glenmore, which will hopefully be our next residence. It's really fantastic. And at the moment, it's occupied by two ladies who got the French class business. So we're looking outside of the window at the moment over to Barristern Galleries, and there's lovely nice shops around and about. It's really very nice, and we're very honoured that we can actually get this building if we can actually pull off the financing. So this would be, so the sliding door here is where you would sort of come into the restaurant, and this is where we'd have the Rabata style grill, which would probably be either circular or square or rectangular, depending on how we can fit it all in. So this would be for only probably 6 or 8 people, so it would be quite small and exclusive. And then we quite like the blackboard. That would probably stay. We could do something with that. We've got an aircon unit here. That's all nice. And then what Ryan has spectacularly come up with is to kind of convert this bridge, which is already a bridge. We're going to convert this into a really nice Japanese style bridge with wooden, you know, the ones, and like a little kind of raised walkway, and that'll be great. And we're hoping to have either a koi tank underneath, or we talked about having a suspended tank where you could see koi sort of floating in the air somewhere here. Whether we're going to still do that, I'm not entirely sure, but that was one of the thoughts, because we've got this kind of slightly weird void space where you can see down there. Now, if you look on the left, there's a small toilet, which is kind of, it is what it is. And again, we're not sure how many toilets we're going to have to need in terms of health and safety, so that might still have to stay, which would be all right. Then the idea is you come through these double doors here, and we'd have probably a curved wall. If you imagine going around here in a curve, we'd have a door here, which would take you into the corridor. The reason being, we want to have this space here as our really high-end, cool VR experience area with probably no more than 2 really nice plush leather seats. If you imagine like a wood-panelled drawing room where both men and ladies can kind of feel completely comfortable, there'll be 2 seats. You probably have a butler who serves you really nice pastries, nice drip coffee, nice sake, nice glass of wine. So you might arrive in your Maserati outside and it's all hustle and bustle. Your chauffeur waits outside in the car. You come in here and it's peaceful, it's relaxing, it's calm, it's wonderful. And you can think, oh, thank God for that. Here I am. I really want to buy that watch that I saw in Milan last year, that lovely kind of little watch shop. But I just really forgot at the time, and it's $20,000, and I could afford a nice first-class trip to Milan. But do you know what? I really can't be bothered. I just don't have the time. But I'd like to buy it. But do you know what? I like the guy who runs the shop, and I wouldn't mind having a chat with him. So we fire up the VR system, and we get him on the line, and it might be a VR version of him because of the time difference, but it might be a real version of him if the time difference works. So it could be a combination of an AR visualization, if you like, and a voice connection if the real person is there, or it could be a synthesized, completely replicated voice of the person because of the time difference. So again, SoftBank are in the frame to kind of like invest into half of the building, and the idea that they would do this as a 5-year, almost like a research project. And again, we could get CSIRO, Data 61 involved, because it's really high tech. And I'll be hopefully on a plane to SoftBank in the next week or so to Brisbane to run it past them. And we're in the process of making a high-end visualization at the moment.